We're going to see a guy who's created the taco toaster. He takes a tortilla and makes it into a taco shell.
Okay.
The way he does it is with this contraption that you put in a toaster.
But these ones, when you see the pictures in his marketing materials, they do look like this perfect blend of soft and a little bit crispy.
Yeah.
Do you think he's kind of messing with something with perfection though? Is the tortilla perfect?
Listen, I believe it's worth looking at.
Chef Hefe, I think you're going to be our secret weapon on a couple of these.
So how many of his has he sold?
He's got $300,000 in sales. He's serious.
Hefe, it better be good because Big Russ sold his house for this.
Yeah.
He's all in. If it's not good, don't be too harsh.
I won't. Yeah.
Being an entrepreneur is hard work. Sometimes you get to an edge and you just have to jump. See, Russ is all in. He sold his house in Laguna for better taco shells. Now, if that's not commitment, I don't know what is.
Being Invent is an amazing thing. It's just, I didn't really know much about him because I wanted to keep the meeting with him just organic.
Tell me about what brought you here.
I was in the kitchen with my daughter having tacos. So we're frying them in the oil, and it was just like, God, there's got to be a better way to make a taco that is a little more healthy, but still has the crispiness of the crunch that we all love. So I just like, boom, that they say, that light bulb, but it really did happen. I saw the picture in my mind of what it needed to look like.
It's great that you had that moment with your daughter because those are like the beginning.
With the taco toaster, she was very instrumental in that from the beginning and old enough where she knew kind of what was going on and what was going to have to be sacrificed. So she's been along the journey with me the whole time. We had a pretty nice, house and, all that. Everything we have now goes into the business, It's like, I drive a 2007 Honda with 300,000 miles on it.
I recognize some of the things you're saying. Like in my business, my son, was having a tough time with it because he was resenting the business because I was no longer there to coach his baseball team.
Right.
I was the guy that didn't show up for the baseball.
Right, yeah.
And when I did one day and he just didn't look right, we had our moment. And I realized at that point in time that it's important that I be a father as much as a brand owner.
Yeah.
Have you had that experience?
I've had that exact experience, but I was the child, and it was my dad. When we were kids, he started a printing company.
Okay.
And he came home with 72 cents in his pocket. He slapped it on the table and told my mom, "I'm starting my own business." And he was there all the time, never, at baseball games, never at school events, and I resented him. So we went through all that, and then we were actually in Cabo, and I said, "Dad, I hated you for that." And he said, well, this is the reason why I was building this business so, I could turn it over to you, and you can, and right then, a huge weight was lifted off my chest. Instantly. And from that moment on, I totally understood what he had done.
Well, you have to sell your taco toaster for whatever it costs, 0.72. What do you sell your taco toaster for?
Between 1995 and 2122.
21.72. 21.72.
Oh.
You got to bring that to life. You want them to use your taco shell because they believe in you. And your light bulb, in my opinion, went off when he put that 72 cents on the table.
That's a good point. I'm going to change that.
That's when you begin.
I'm going to take your advice and do that.
I'll buy anything you sell if I heard that story. Big surprise. One of the hardest things an entrepreneur has to do is figure out how to balance launching a business, which is time consuming, with family life. And they're both full-time jobs. So let's see this taco toaster.
Slide it on there, put it like that, and drop it in the toaster. And then it also does flour. Pull off the tip there, but to fit them in the toaster. And then you set your toaster and push it down. Corn take longer to toast than flour, so that's about it. That's how easy it is. No mess, no frying oil, no hot. Kids can make their own, without parents having to worry about, them getting hurt with scalding oil, and they actually have fun doing it. It's like, oh, I'm going to taco,
Hey, Dad.
That's my daughter, Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
Yeah, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Your dad's an impressive guy.
Right? Isn't he? He's so awesome.
Coming over for taco Tuesday.
Yeah, I brought some salsa over.
Okay.
Proud of this guy or what?
So proud. To think about literally where we started to where we're at right now, huge
I
journey.
realize that's a gift that he's giving you.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, we talk about all the time, like, this is a partnership, this is a team. You know, hopefully it can be like a family business. So then we pass it down to my generation and the next and the next. So it's so exciting.
All right, Leah, go ahead and you dig in. We'll
There we go.
try them out. Some
How come the
salsa.
biggest guy has the smallest tongue?
All right.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Taco toaster.
Yes. All right.
Let's do
Here's
it.
cheers.
Cheers.
Taco toaster.
Yes.
That's a crunch.
I mean, I can hear the crunch from
I
here.
know.
There's a distinct toasted taste to it that you don't get with taco shells.
Yeah.
That actually make it a lot easier to eat. Tasting it really does make a difference.
Yeah.
Because they actually taste better than straw corn.
Oh.
Taco shell. Crunching into that taco, I'm thoroughly impressed with the taste of this shell. It's actually delicious. Wow.
This is where we started.
All right.
You know, this had like one little jig right here, had a couple plastic tables over there. So we kind of outgrew this, of course, and so we have a little shop just a little ways down. So maybe we could take the bikes and
Let's do it.
go for a ride.
Love to.
All right,
All right, show me the way.
let's do this.
You got a little get up.
Yeah, don't they?
Want to race?
Yeah, all right.
I have a decision to make at the end of this week. I'm thinking, is the taco toaster gonna be a better business investment than the Wonderful or the Butter Boss?
So this is the shop.
You got the ground floor
Yeah.
suite. Like, what's a good day?
5,000 to 10,000.
You sell 10,000 of these a day?
Well, not every day, but you know.
But there's a day where you get 10,000
Oh, yeah.
orders?
Oh yeah.
10,000 units a day in sales? I'm impressed. So, Russ, let's talk business. Okay, so if you want me to invest in your business, you should be in front of consumers doing what you did with me in your apartment. I want to see you less and less in this room. You need to get out there. You need to be the face of the brand. And quite frankly, you need to find out what's broken about your product or not broken. What do they like about it so you can amplify it? And the only way you do that is getting in front of the consumer.
You've inspired me so much. Just your story is an amazing American, story.
Russ, we're kindred spirits, man.
Yeah.
My middle name is Russ. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We're kindred spirits. I'm you. I'm you here on the other side of a $1.7 billion exit, but I'm the same guy.
I think Ben is super stoked on my product, and he likes my story. It's not just about the product; it's about the people around the product as well. And I think that says a lot.
You've sacrificed so much to get to here, dude.
Yeah.
I know what it's like.
One thing I hadn't told you is that Jordan's mom died when Jordan was 10.
You kidding me?
No, it always just has been her and I. From that point on.
What was that like early on? I mean, how does a 10-year-old cope with
It
it?
was tough. I mean, it was just tough navigating all that. We had to navigate that time, and that really brought us close together. That spending all that time together and just kind of working through the pain. She was in the hospital, and they're like, there's really nothing more we can do for her, In our house in Laguna Niguel, we took out the couch and everything we had there, and we put the hospice bed in there. And she was there for 2 weeks. But during that time, Jordan was able to come down and spend some time, with her mom and that before she ended up passing away.
That's got to give this thing all so much more meaning.
Oh, for sure.
I think you and I both know how defining those moments are.
Yeah.
And she's so aware. She is aware of this journey that you guys are both on. That is a gift. You've given her a gift.
Yeah. Thank you.
Russ has been through a lot. His dedication and motivation to build a business, that's proof that he has what it takes to overcome anything in life and still persevere. This week, I met with Mike Bradford about the wonderful stuffed waffle maker. I visited Geraint Crumpet, the creator of the Butter Boss. And I flew to San Clemente, California to meet Russ, who invented the taco toaster. Now, I'm gonna grill them one more time before I decide who will make the cut to come to my headquarters and compete for an investment of up to $1 million. Hey, Hey, Gerant, Mike, Russ. Well, guys, this was a delicious week for me. You guys should be really super proud. You beat out hundreds of entrepreneurs just to get to this point. So, I wouldn't have traveled all the way to your basements if I didn't really believe in your product. So I really wanted to find out who's the tinkerer and who's the true entrepreneurs. So with that said, hey, Big Mike.
Yeah.
Let's go, full screen, you and I. There he is. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man.
I really enjoyed our time together. And we had a lot of fun testing your product. But I spoke to a guy who gave me pause, that I saw a little bit of fear maybe in taking that leap. So Mike.
Yeah.
Pitch me. Why should I bring you back to my basement?
Well, I told you, me and my family got a plan. We're all in. I don't think you have to be concerned about that.
Mike, listen, I like you, I like your product, but a hard decision to make.
Thanks, man.
All right, thank you, Mike. Gerant, how you doing over there in Austin? You keeping Austin weird or what?
Always.
Well, listen, we're gonna go full screen. Let's talk.
All right, do it.
So, Gerant, he showed me 12 different ideas. I came there to see the Butter Boss. Why should I invite you back to the basement? And what product are you gonna bring with you if I brought you here?
I would like to bring the Butter Boss. I really do feel that it is a better buttering experience.
I'm glad that you said it was the Butter Boss, because I think that's the product that, makes the most sense. I saw it work. And listen, butter is in every household. It's in a huge addressable market. So I think there's some work to be done, but I think you've got a good product that could be a great product. So let's go back to the group. You ready, Russ?
All right.
Full screen, Russ. Full screen. There he is.
Full screen.
Russ, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man.
It's great to see you. So, Russ,
All right, hit me.
why should you come back to my basement and compete for my investment?
First, as you've hit on many times, is my story is a story that people can relate to. Just the human aspect of it, I think, is why you should choose me in the taco toaster.
Well, thanks, Russ.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you. But this is the tough part. Now, let's remember, it's not goodbye forever. But I need to say goodbye to one of you right now. And that person is... I need to say goodbye to one of you right now. And that person is... Gerant, I'm sorry. I truly enjoyed the time we spent together. I admire that crazy, brilliant brain of yours. And I know there's a great idea in there. But for me, right now, Butter Boss is not that idea. Goodbye for now, Gerant. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure.
And then there were two. Fellas, here we are. Down to two. But only one coin. Both of you already have sales in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it's not just me trying to decide who has a better dream. You guys both have bona fide businesses. But for me, just one of you is just a little bit closer than the other. Closer to just blasting off to that billion-dollar sales space. The person that I'm going to invite back to my basement is